Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Coach Miles.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us this morning here, Central Time. Before we get to questions, can you give us your thoughts on last week's game against App State and the upcoming game against Texas State?
Well, the App State game, I thought our defense played very well. We had just very few mistakes, and those ended up being critical to us, pass interference call in the long run. But for the most part, it was a defensive struggle, a really good football game that was very physical and tough. We didn't play very well offensively, and a lot of it has to do with App State's defense, and a lot of it has to do with, some of the things that we didn't do well. So, and at the end of the day, it's still a loss, and we've got to be better from that. Going into Texas State, I see a team that's playing with a lot of energy. They're well coached. They are physical. They look good. They got a really good quarterback. They're very sound on defense. They're not going to make a lot of mistakes, and it's going to be one of those games where we better bring our A game, or we'll get the same result we've been getting.
Thank you very much, Coach. Starting with your defense on Saturday, 5 tackles for loss, including a sack. What was working for you guys up front against Appalachian State?
Well, our guys were just fitting into their right run fits, and they played very physical. And we know that App State's a very physical team, and so we went in not wanting to be out physicaled, and I think we held our own and then some. But again, hats off to them for winning. They showed why they're predicted to win the conference.
Coach, Robert Davis became the all-time leading receiver at Georgia State on Saturday. Can you just, give us an idea of what he's been like to coach these last few years?
Oh, he's wonderful. I mean, Robert's a young man that came in with us from day one, and has started since he walked in the door after only catching about 10 balls his senior year in high school because he was in an option offense that didn't throw it. So he's an outstanding person. He's an outstanding student. He's a outstanding leader, and nobody works harder than Robert, and I'm glad to see him having success.
Coach, Texas State has a new coaching staff this year. They've had some success now in their non-conference schedule. What do you see from the Bobcats as you head into this game on Saturday?
Well, they're very sound on defense. They're going to man you up, but they'll also play a little bit of zone, and they're physical. They run well. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and again, it shows they're a well-coached football team.
And Coach, finally, there are 3 teams now in the Sun Belt that have earned USA Today Coaches Poll Top 25 votes. What do you think that says about the conference as a whole?
Oh, it just says how much parity there is. Any of us can beat anybody on any day. From top to bottom, and it's there are a lot of good coaches, a lot of good players in this league, and some of us, our records aren't quite as good as what they should be, or some of it has to do with your money games and those kind of things. But you're seeing a team that has from top to bottom a lot of talent and a lot of good programs that are playing well, and I hope that continues.